Hello and welcome to Cryssberry kitchen. So today we are going to make Appam or Aapam or Vellayappam, whatever you like to call it. So in different places they have different names for it. But this is a traditional Kerala recipe which I'm going to be showing you now, and it's my family recipe which we have been following for years. So this makes tasty appams for about from 6 to 8 people. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, come on, hit the subscribe button right now and press the bell notification right next to it so that you get all the updates whenever I upload a video. So without further delay, shall we move? Then let's go. Here I have 3 cups of white rice, that is unboiled rice, white rice, which is washed, cleaned and soaked in water, plain cold water, for about 5 to 6 hours. Then we will heat quarter cup of water, just 1/4 cup of water. The water should not be very hot, it should be just warm. Just dip your finger in and check. It should be warm because otherwise the yeast will die. Now we will add a teaspoon of sugar into it and mix it well, and then after it dissolves we will add 1 teaspoon of yeast and mix it well. Mix it for a few seconds. Cover the vessel and let it rest for 10 minutes, and when you open it after 10 minutes you can see the froth formed on the top. This shows that the yeast is activated. Can you see it? Now we will start grinding the rice. We are adding cooked rice into the wet grinder. And let it grind. Now we will add the soaked rice, white rice which we have soaked overnight or for 5 to 6 hours. We are adding the rice into the grinder little by little and sprinkle some water also. Don't add too much water, just little bit. Now we are adding about half cup of grated coconut along with it and let it grind. Don't add too much water, it will make the batter very loose. So add only very little by little. Now let it grind. We are adding about half cup of coconut water, the water that you get when you break the coconut. We just save that water and we add about half cup of coconut water and the activated yeast. And grind it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, just check the batter. If you see fine particles like this, that means you need to grind it for some more time. We need a very fine, smooth batter without any particles. It should be smooth. So grind it for another 20 minutes. Now after 20 minutes, when you check, can you see the difference? The batter has become very smooth. So I am transferring to a vessel. See, I have put a bigger vessel under this vessel because this can ferment and overflow, and if it does, it's going to mess up your kitchen. So always put a bigger vessel under this and let it ferment overnight. Next time you make appam, you don't need yeast. Just save half cup of this batter and you can just add that to the new batter to ferment. Now it's morning and let's check our batter. Can you see? It's fermented. Our batter has become slightly sour and fermented. So what we do next is we are going to add sugar to this, sugar and salt to this. So first we will add 2 teaspoons full of sugar and some salt and just mix it. You can adjust the sugar and salt according to your taste. Add sugar and salt just 1 hour before you start preparing your appam. So now let us cover and keep it for 1 hour. It's been an hour, so let's check our batter. See, wow, our batter is risen and become double its quantity. And now what we do is, if we want to stop the fermentation now, we can just put it into the refrigerator. Otherwise, it's going to overflow. So just before you prepare your appam, take your batter out of your refrigerator. Now add enough water to adjust the consistency of the batter. This should be the consistency of the batter. It should be free flowing, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to spread the appam. It should not be too thick nor too watery. It should not be like dosa batter. It should be thinner than dosa batter, but not very loose. So check the consistency, and now we will start making our appam. Now heat the appam kadai and smear some oil all over. Not too much, just some oil all over so that the appam doesn't stick onto the kadai. It's an iron kadai that I am using here. So now we will pour the batter. Take about 1 full spoon of batter and pour it into the kadai. Now just take the kadai and rotate it like this. Just rotate it, and see, the appam is just spreading very easily. It's very smooth and easy to spread it. Just cover and keep the appam for 3 minutes to cook. Cook it on medium flame, not on high flame. So now it's been 3 minutes. Let's open the lid. See, our appam is well cooked, fluffy in the middle and crispy in the edges. If you want it crispier, you can cook for some more time. Just open it and cook it for some more time. But don't keep the flame high, otherwise it's going to burn the appam. See, we could just easily take the appam out. It doesn't stick anywhere on the kadai. If the batter and the heat is just right, you get perfect appams like this, which doesn't stick to the kadai at all. So after every appam, you need to smear oil on the kadai. This is to avoid any kind of sticking and get very crispy appams like this. See, our appam is perfectly done, crispy in the edges and fluffy in the middle, and it's ready to eat. You could enjoy it with any kind of veg or non-veg gravies, or just plain milk or coconut milk and sugar. I'll be back with more tips and lip smacking recipes like this. See you soon.